Hello everyone, you know what time it is. It's Hunter x Hunter time. What's up everyone? It's Ultimate G-Man here once again to talk about this epic, wonderful chapter. I'm going to do the same thing I did with my One Piece review, where I'm going to literally go through this chapter and go through different details in this chapter, because even though this chapter wasn't as dialogue heavy as the last chapter, it did have a lot of dialogue in it. There was a lot of exposition, talking about a lot of different things, but I'll get to that later. Now, let's jump right into this chapter. Now, this chapter 351, Deathmatch. I was not expecting this at all. And, oh my god, we go back to Heaven's Arena, which wasn't necessarily my favorite arc in the series, but definitely, this really brings back some good memories with Heaven's Arena. So yeah, this is technically gonna be partially a live reaction, partially I already read the chapter 3 or 4 times, but I'm gonna go through it again because it's just so freaking awesome. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the first challenger has challenger chosen by our indolent Reaper. Chosen by our indolent Reaper for the Floor Master battle is also another Floor Master who will now be facing his first of these matches. Allow us to introduce. Okay, we gotta go through this. These Chrollo Lucifer versus Hisoka Maro. Now, I had no idea that Hisoka's last name was Maro. That's some new detail. And look at these new character designs, Hisoka looking buff and beast as heck. And then we got Chrollo looking more beast than ever. I can see that little JoJo influence. He's just standing oh my god, this chapter. Okay, Deathmatch. Oh, Chrollo, at last, my wishes come true. After waiting for so long, I'd really rather not fight, as if this were all just for fun and games. To be honest, having chasing you for all this, indeed, to be honest, having you chasing me after all the time has really grown tiresome. That goes for the both of us. I know he doesn't really say it like how I said it, but I'm just so flustered by this chapter. And let's take this to the death. Unbelievable. The Floor Master Chrollo has just proposed a fight to the death, and Hisoka has given his consent, and a death match has been decided. Only one survivor will remain. Hunter x Hunter, chapter 51. Let's go. And all weapon. Okay, the announcer says the use of any and all weapons is permitted on both of your honor and pride. Fight. Let's go. Chapter 351, death match. We see him pull out the skill hunter. The book, Skill Hunter. Let's go. And you have Hisoka pulling out the cards, doing this thing. And I love this. There's not a bunch of dialogue going around. It's just them going in. And then you see this page with a little dialogue. Black voice. He does freaking, what's his name? Oh my god, I forgot his name. The manipulator guy from the freaking Phantom Troop, with the whole needles in the, yeah, I remember him. But he's doing his ability. Yeah. Oh my god, this is going to be so epic. The whole reason he was playing cat and mouse was so he could collect more cards. So he could fight. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. I don't know why I'm reading that. He's still holding another antenna. The referee is joining Chrollo in attacking Hisoka? Holy crap. Man, this is what I've been missing. A just straight up Hunter x Hunter battle, straight up Hunter x Hunter fight, and the analytical stuff that goes into this fight, with Hisoka covering him talking about checkmate and everything, and being able to disperse orders, and whether his ability will be able to apply to multiple different targets. And like, you know, Chrollo's just stomping his behind. He's just stomping him. Like legit, he's just stomping him. And he uses freaking bungee gum. He freaking uses that crap to freaking sling himself forward. Holy crap. I miss these Hunter x Hunter fight in this artwork. This artwork, a lot of people talk bad about Hunter x Hunter's art, but this artwork in this chapter is very freaking crisp. It's very crisp. Oh my god. The only reason he showed me his approach for instantly killing me is to force me to constantly be vigilant of his antenna and eventually crush my spirit. In other words, this is the declaration of his intent to draw this fight out. So he wanted to make this a longer fight. That is overall Chrollo's goal in this fight. I'm only on page 15. We got 24 pages. This is so awesome. Wholeheartedly accept your challenge. He freaking cuts him open. Explosion. There's something wrong with the blood. Freaking blood splattering everywhere. And it's a blood explosion. And he gets out of the way. And Chrollo has the sun and the moon on his arm, on his hands. The plus and the minus sign. Sun and moon. Now, I'm not going to go into all the exposition about his abilities. But basically, if he touches his two hands together, we'll call it an explosion. And, like, depending on the magnitude of this explosion, it'll be bigger. Like, it could even explode the entire place. A fully powered explosion would blast every person around into tiny pieces. And he acquired this ability in Meteor City, which is very interesting. It reminds me of the serial bombings in Meteor City. The serial bombings, so yeah. Hisoka just being his normal, you know, weird self. But who can't love Hisoka? He's the original Orochimaru. Like, who could not love Hisoka? Any old regular. After all this, this page basically solidified that it is about winning. It is about winning. But based off of the amount of dialogue that Chrollo puts into this fight and the style that he does it, I think Chrollo is more focused on like the style of how he does his fight. He wants to win. I know he wants to win, but he's worried about doing it in style. If you know what I'm saying. He wants to make this a fun game. You know, yeah, but he wants to do this all in style. And he's pretty sure he will. Okay, then we learn about this bookmark ability, which gives him the ability to access two abilities at once, which is very interesting. And Hisoka just being his normal, you know, weird, you know, creepy self. But who can't love him? Like, he is still a freaking memorable character. Like. Regardless, I just hope we get some exposition on Hisoka's character through this fight. I hope we learn like more about his backstory. But yeah, if we include a book as well as a quadruple, you know, they're dissecting this ability, talking about how incredibly powerful it is. And this was very interesting, son. But yeah. And for this recorded number, this is a new recorded for the number of abilities it's taken me to kill one person. You should take that as a compliment. Okay, so that's all there is to this chapter. Hunter x Hunter, chapter 351. I'm sorry I sound a little unenergetic by the end of this video, but dang! It's so awesome, it hurts my stomach. It's so epic. Holy crap, holy crap, holy. Whew! This chapter was so epic. Like, we got so many details, so much exposition, and such an epic fight between Chrollo, Lucifer, and Hisoka. This is a fight we've been waiting for since the York New arc. Like, we've been waiting for this fight for so long, and it's finally happening in Heaven's Arena. So I doubt that any of the other Phantom Troop members are going to be able to interfere with this fight. However, I'm just looking forward to see what happens. I just really want to see what happens in this fight. Like, if I were to bet who's going to win, I think Chrollo Lucifer is going to win, hands down. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hisoka will put up a really hard fight, but I highly, highly doubt that he could beat Chrollo Lucifer, because Chrollo, his ability is just so, like, diverse and skilled, and he has such a knowledge of how to use Nen, so I highly doubt that Hisoka could lose, but I don't think he's gonna die. If Hisoka died, that would be insane. And the only way I would really be cool if that happened is if they did it well, and if they did his death well, and if we got a lot of, I'm just saying, and if in the next 2 chapters we get a lot of exposition about Hisoka's character and get a backstory for Hisoka, then I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. He's gonna die if that happens, because I mean, a lot of people say, well, he didn't fight Gon again. Well, I think that his goal sort of shifted to Gon to Chrollo. But me personally, I feel like if we could just get backstory on Hisoka's character, I feel like his character would be fully completed, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, Hunter x Hunter, chapter 351. I love this chapter. It was freaking beautiful. The only problem I had with this chapter was the fact that Chrollo was explaining his ability to Hisoka. However, that might just be a condition to his ability. We might learn that later on, that it's just a condition to his ability. And I think we learned about that earlier on in the series, where you have to, like, in some cases, you have to explain your ability for it to activate. So I'm pretty sure that Chrollo Lucifer, for his explosion ability, he probably needed to explain that. So yeah, freaking wonderful chapter. 10 out of 10, easy. Love this chapter. It stole the One Piece hype from me. Like,